Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Gungeon. In The Gungeon, I'd like to thank everyone again for those likes, subscribes, and comments. If you can continue to do that, that would be wonderful. And if you can put that you subscribe down in the comments below, that does help the channel out tremendously. So anyway, again, the comments have been perfect, have been great. Thanks for all the help that everybody's been giving me and all the backing and all the positivityness. If you can continue to do that, that would be good. Like I said in my last video, I'm making these videos ahead of time because I am being deployed and I won't be here for a month or so, starting August 23rd. So anyway, today I'd like to talk about something else. As you know, that in this channel, I've done a multitude of firearms, but revolvers. I love revolvers. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's because of the cowboy days or something to that nature, but I love revolvers. Always have, always will, and probably will never stop. I'm going to be looking at a collection of somebody's really soon from actually the Vietnam War era. And from what I hear, he's got a few revolvers that I'm going to possibly check into. So today we're going to talk about the H&R Model 732. This was produced by Harrington and Richardson. The reason why you see this tag here, this is because it is my personal collection and I have to have everything tagged for the ATF. Anyway, so I want to show you that. I'm going to give you a nice little close-up view of it if you would like to check it out. Each side. Again, this was another impulse buy that I ended up buying. I walked into a local firearms store and saw this and saw the price and can't get prices like this anymore, even though I can't talk about prices because I was told, like I said in the last video, that I'm not allowed to discuss prices because it can get me in trouble with YouTube. And by the way, the person who commented that to me, please, thank you very, very much for that. All the help I can get would be great. Like I said, I'm no professional. I just do this just because I like firearms and it's a hobby, and I just like talking about them, you know. You got a whole lot of other guys out there that do all the reviews and do all the shooting and stuff. So I leave it up to them. And, you know, there's a bunch of them that I've mentioned before, like, you know, Clint, who used to be with Classic Firearms. He's on his own now. Check his channel out. It's really, really good. Hickok 45 and, you know, Pew Pew and a bunch of different people. Matter of fact, you can get on the Exile Armory too. And if you really want to see prices, go ahead and check them out. They're pretty good. But anyway, so again, this is the H&R Model 732 revolver, chambered in 32 Smith & Wesson long. I bought this, like I had said. I walked past it in the gun case, saw it, and then I looked at the price and I was like, whoa, gotta have this. Anyway, this is a 6-round capacity. It's a 6-shot revolver, as you can see. There it is right there. A nice cylinder there, a nice little roll to it. And how to do this, and to do this cylinder, is you have to pull out the little pin out and push, as you see, in and out. That's your ejector button too. So, and then you push it back in and you're ready to go. This is a double action revolver. The barrel is 4 inches. Now they make two variants of this. They make a 2.5 inch barrel, or is it a 2-inch barrel? I think it's a 2.5 inch barrel and this 4-inch barrel. I like the 4-inch barrel. I always like my revolvers a little bit longer. I don't like the snubby ones. I like my barrels a little bit with length on them. So this is actually a 4-inch, but like I said, they do make a 2.5 in this too. It is, like I said, a double action revolver. There is no manual safety on this firearm at all. As you can see on both sides, there's not one there at all, nowhere on the frame. Okay, the grips are actually a checkered, what I call a checkered black plastic, I want to say, because it's not really that good. Actually, I want to change the grips out. I recently purchased a pair of grips that I'm actually going to put on this. It's like a walnut type of finish grip. I'm going to put it on this firearm because these grips I really don't care for too much. So they're pretty easy to change out. You have a screw here and a screw on the other side, and you just take it out, and that is it. And you change your grips. The frame is actually blue steeled, and right now, as you can see it, I'm going to give you a nice little close-up view of it. I have not done anything to this firearm since I had bought it. This here again is one that I had bought in pre-pandemic. For some reason, I was going at that point in time through a collection of firearms and going different places and just buying them up left and right for my personal collection. As you can see behind me on the wall and all the other walls in here, I do have a plenty of firearms and different kinds, calibers, makes, old, new, just depends. And I do have a safe, or a couple of safes actually, with firearms inside of them too, because that's how much of a collector I am. It's going to be great for my kids when I unfortunately pass. They're going to be pretty healthy in the firearms industry here, with a lot of stuff and a lot of stuff worth a lot of money. So, but anyway, it's got a bladed front sight and also an adjustable rear sight, as you can see right here. Like I said, there's two variants of the barrels, 2.5 and 4. This is actually the 4. The weight of this is actually, the recoil on this, I've only shot this one time, and one time only. It was after I bought it, that day that I bought it from the actual store. I ended up firing it because you get a free range past that day to be whatever you buy, you can shoot. So I ended up firing it just that day, and I have not touched this firearm in, since before the pandemic. So you're looking at about 6-7 years. I haven't touched this firearm whatsoever. When I did, the recoil was very, very light that day because it does have some weight. Like I said, it weighs 21.5 ounces. So she is a little heavy sucker, you know. 6-shot. Heck, I've got my Smith & Wesson, which is up on the wall somewhere around here. It's hidden behind my little buddy here. I've got my ultralight back there, my 642, that is only a 5-shot, but this is actually a 6-shot. Now, this can be concealed actually, because you can actually conceal it with this 4-inch, but with the 2.5-inch barrel, it'll be a little bit easier too. You might be able to stick it in your pocket, although it is kind of heavy and it might weigh your pants down a tiny bit. But anyway, I call this grip the checkered black plastic grip. And it is what I call, and what I researched this a long time ago, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, it is the guardsman square butt grip is what they call this. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I am, please let me know. Correct me in the comments and tell me if I'm wrong. But I think it is called the guardsman square butt grip or something like that, if I do recall and I do remember. I'm actually doing a video of this because I haven't pulled this gun down, like I said, in a very long time. She stays clean. She's completely clean. No issues with her or anything. She's perfect, as you can see, all the way around, as I showed you before. She's a nice spinner. No dirt, no residue, anything inside. Just a great little firearm, great little fun firearm again too. And 32 cal, you really can't go wrong. I mean, actually, it's pretty good. And because of the weight of the firearm, it's actually, the recoil is next to minimal. Anyway, got to get yourself one of these. I know not a lot of people like revolvers. Some of the people I have talked to, they're really not into them. They say that, you know, it's just not for them. It's more of collectors like me and people who just like the old cowboy style revolver or the old police department revolvers back in the day. You know, you just like them. That's it. You know, I know that these were produced, I think from 1957 to maybe 1986. They were produced up until then. This, I don't think is, you know, for sure, I can almost guarantee it's not 1957. But anyway, that's when they were produced by the Harrington and Richard Company, which have been around for a very long time, actually. And I think they've changed to a different name in 1991, I think it was, when I had done my research a while back, a long time ago on it. But anyway, it's a neat little firearm. It's something that I think every collector should have. And, you know, can you use it as a carry? Yeah, I'm sure you could. I would personally, if it was all I had and you know, something that I needed, and I got it at a very good price, in which, you know, I don't know what the MSRP is, and I'm not allowed to talk. Well, I was told, and thank you again for that comment from one of my subscribers, that you don't want to talk gun prices, but I bought this for under $1. Let's put it that way. Well under $1 in a gun store one day. It was in the case, and saw it, and I said, wow, gotta have that. In H&R, I gotta have that. In 32, 4-inch barrel, couldn't go wrong. Now I've noticed that they have went up, you know, in value some. So basically this is for more along the lines of a collector person, but get yourself one, you know. And for those of you who don't like revolvers, revolvers are great. I mean, I love them, you know. I made a comment one time that I've never had a revolver jam, although somebody did come back with me and he said he did have a revolver at one time jam. Me personally, I am 59 years old right now, and ever since I've been firing, which, you know, probably around the age of 14 I started, 13, 14, I have never had a revolver ever jam on me. So I don't know what that happened or what that reason was for that. And of course, you know, all revolvers are pretty easy to clean. There's not much to them, you know. Clean down the barrel, clean the cylinder, you know. So there's really not much to clean on them. So the upkeep on them are great, you know. And like I said, I've only fired this one time, so kind of, you know, haven't had a whole lot of experience in this 32 before. But the recoil, like I said, was hardly anything. Now, a couple of videos ago, I brought up an actual item that my wife had made for me, and she was called Lucille. So, getting back to that a little bit, Lucille is a baseball bat, let's put it that way, from the Walking Dead series, and it was wrapped with barbed wire. So I showed in one of my videos what my wife came up with. Now I'm going to show you a Lucille that my wife did that now is amped in steroids. Had to have taken some steroids, I don't know, but check this out. So get a good look at that. As you see what's sticking out on the edge all the way around, plus the barbed wire. Check this out. Well, this was something, again, that my wife's idea she came up with. And as you can see on my table here, I got little Harley Quinn over here. She's kind of got her little bat right there too, but doesn't have any barbed wire on it. But that was one of them. Now, I have one more too, which is pretty cool. That up here, I don't know if you can see it where it's at right now, but if you get a close look, when you zoom in, that is little Lucille. And she's right there. She's a small little miniature bat with some screws protruding through that. So I asked my wife to make me some things, and this is what she comes up with. Guys, I guess I better watch out, because if I get her mad, oh boy, does she have a whole room full of stuff, plus stuff like this. Wouldn't be a very good day for me. Be a bad day. Anyway, so getting back to it, get yourselves a revolver. Everyone needs to get one. They're just great to have, you know, as a play collector. And some of the, you know, the more powerful revolvers you can actually carry with you, use for home defense and use for hunting purposes too, as a side weapon. Always got to have a side weapon when you go hunting. At least that's what I've always found out when I've went. Anyway, I'd like to thank everyone again for those likes, subscribes, and comments. If you can continue to do that, that would be great. And like I keep saying in these videos, if I can just get to 500 to 1,000 subscribers, I will start to do some giveaways, some random giveaways. It could be a number of different things, but I will pay the shipping, the product, and everything, and you will receive something free. So anyway, peace out again. Until next time, from the Gungeon, God bless everyone, and let's go Trump. Peace out.